right? So the person asked, they said, last question, you may not like it, but why would you trade binary options if you can just run a tight stop loss on MT4 and make 10 times the amount of what you could with Pocket or any other binary options broker? So pretty much, why would you trade binaries and not MT4, MT5?
I love that question. That's actually a really good question. Thank you for asking that question. What I would say is this, right? I know the kind of person I am, and I value time so much. I really value time. So if I only want to be on the charts for 15 minutes, that's it. I'm done. With MT4 though, I have to sit around and wait for this thing to hit hit TP. Yeah, I can set it and forget it, but at the end of the day, I still have to manage. I mean, even right now with MT4 accounts, some of you may not know this, but I manage several prop firm accounts. All right, and they're all in the ranges of 500,000, 200,000, 100,000 on MT4. And guess what? These trades take a long freaking time, sometimes to get to where I wanted to get to at least, pull out manually, or for it to take profit. And it gets annoying, like if I could get on this binary trade and I could be in and out of within 5 minutes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to maximize my 15 minutes, probably take like 10 binary trades. If I lose a couple, if I lose 3 and I win 7, bro, I'm good. Goodbye. I'm done. Let me go live my life. I like to live my life. I enjoy living my life. I do not like to monitor screens for more than a half hour, an hour. But there's everyone has a different approach, and I am really glad you asked that question. I trade both styles. Binary is preferred on me because I could get in and out of the market with the bag. But of course, there are some advantages with traditional Forex. Like, for example, different trading instruments you could trade on traditional Forex that you can't do on binary. So there's definitely pros and cons. But this is what I say, as a trader, check this out. If you trade binary options, essentially you could trade anything. Binary options are so hypersensitive that if you go on to trade stocks, you realize that the stock market moves a lot slower, which gives you a major advantage. It really does. In traditional Forex pairs, it gives you a major advantage as well if you're trading on MT4. So if you're trained on binary options, your entry prices on crypto, on stocks, on traditional Forex will be superior. If you are a beast with binary entries, you're going to be a beast, period. Even if you trade it, oh my God, listen, if you do binary options, you can also trade futures, which is based on time too. You could be a total beast, right? Like when you're trading binary, because it's a more hypersensitive market. We are winning based on the micro pip, not even the full pip on the exchange rates, but a micro pip.
Exactly.
So you have so much advantage in this. Listen, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's been 8 years since I started trading, and time flew by. I'm having fun doing it. I love doing what I do, and that's basically that.
Yep. And you know what it is too? Like, I've literally last week, by the way, was it Kyril the Thrill? I don't want to get your name wrong, but hopefully that's right. I did a whole live stream on my take on this literally last week. So go check that out. It's on my page. It's in the live stream section. But it's very simple. I mean, like Ness said, for me as well, it's just time, right? And it's also, and I always tell people, it goes back to lifestyle. Like, you got to focus, like how Ness said in the beginning, when are you available to trade? How long are you looking to spend on the charts? Like little things like this. What are you looking to get from it? And if you're the type of person that, look, taking a little bit of extra risk to be able to make money, make the money that you want to make a little bit quicker with more simplicity and a higher probability of you winning. If that doesn't appeal to you, then hey, MT4 and MT5 might be for you, right? I personally know how to trade both. I started with leverage. And I know Ness started with leverage too. And Ness does both right now. I personally, right now, I focus more on binaries. And it really just comes back to, like I said in the videos, it's very simple. I like the fast-paced, in and out. I get on real quick in the morning, right? Or at night, real quick, in less than an hour. And I make all my profits and I get off the chart and I don't have to think about it ever again until I get back on the charts again. I don't have to be sitting on the toilet wondering if I'm blue or if I'm red, right? Taking my shower or driving, to wherever I'm going and doing that kind of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. MT5 has the leverage has some pros, and that's the risk to reward. That's the biggest pro on leverage, is that you can put a 1 to 5, your risk to reward, a 1 to 6 risk to reward, or whatever the case may be, right? But again, I personally can care less about that risk to reward. I don't want to hold the trade for a day, 2 days, an hour. And here's another big thing that people don't talk about, and this is the absolute truth. And we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up with this, is that when you're trading leverage, right? We talk about our money being capped at some point in life. Your money's capped based on how many hours you can work. Well, the truth is that in leverage trading, and this is the way that I look at it, it's the same exact way, your money is capped based off of how big or how far the market can move within that time. Because we know the market's always reversed. They always move up and down. This is why you have a stop loss in the first place, so that you don't get stopped out. So if you're looking at currency pairs, all currency pairs have an average that they move on a daily basis, whether that's 50 pips, 60 pips, some of them move 30 pips on a daily basis, right? Which means I can only assume to make 30 pips, right? I can assume to make 40 pips, 50 pips. And yes, if you have a bigger lot size, you can make a lot more. But again, that's the big question for a lot of people, especially when you're brand new, is do you have the money to put up and have that bigger lot size?
I feel just like a rock star.